Okay, let's unpack this. The news cycle has been really buzzing with something, well, pretty fascinating. Mattel and OpenAI joining forces.
Yeah, definitely caught my eye too.
Honestly, for someone like you who thinks so much about AI and creativity, this must feel less like just news and more like, I don't know, a concept actually starting to happen.
It absolutely does. Yeah, we've pulled together the sources on this, looking at, what the announcement actually says and what it might mean for the future of play.
Right.
And crucially, why it connects so strongly with the kind of ideas you've been exploring yourself.
Okay, so the mission for this deep dive then is pretty straightforward. Let's cut through the noise, get a handle on what this partnership is really about, and why it feels like a pretty big deal right now.
Right, so diving into what the sources lay out, the core idea is integrating OpenAI's conversational AI tech across some of Mattel's biggest brands.
Okay, like the really iconic one.
Exactly. We're talking Barbie, Hot Wheels, and something I think is particularly interesting for you, Masters of the Universe.
Masters of the Universe. Okay, yeah. And one thing that jumped out is the speed, right? They're saying they want to launch something pretty soon.
Surprisingly soon, yeah. The reports say the first AI-powered product could be out later this year.
Wow. Later this year.
Which feels fast.
Yeah.
It's not just R&D talk. It sounds like they're pushing toward a consumer product quite quickly.
And I guess tied to that speed, they're also talking about safety.
Very much so. The sources really highlight that. A major focus seems to be creating play experiences that are, innovative, but also strictly age appropriate, with a really strong emphasis on safety and privacy guardrails, which makes sense.
Yeah, you'd have to. It's not just like sticking a chatbot in a toy.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
It's framed more as building a new kind of interaction, but doing it responsibly.
Yeah.
Super critical for kid stuff.
What really stood out to me, though, was the language around the why. Their stated goal is leveraging AI to inspire fans, entertain audiences, and enrich lives through play. Doesn't that sound a lot like what we've discussed? AI not replacing imagination, but maybe enhancing it.
It really does echo that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It suggests they see AI as maybe a co-creator or an enabler in how kids play, moving from just static toys to something more dynamic.
Okay, this is where some of the brainstormed ideas floating around in the sources get really interesting, especially the ones linking to your kind of thinking, like that Masters of the Universe figure idea.
Oh yeah, the AI core concept.
Tell me about that.
So imagine the core, basically the AI brain, the speaker, the microphone, all housed right inside the figure's torso.
Okay.
And the report suggests this AI could have its own personality, maybe even memories that evolve as the child plays with it.
Whoa, okay, but here's the kicker, the part that connects it back to the physical toy.
Right, the potential for it to recognize when you swap body parts.
Exactly. Like putting Trapjaw's arm on He-Man and the figure's voice, or its dialogue, or maybe even its, I don't know, battle strategy changes.
Yeah, to match the physical change. It remembers your custom creation.
That's a pretty cool bridge between physical and digital play.
It really is. And it's not just action figures they're apparently thinking about. The sources mentioned other things too, like Barbie as a dream weaver.
A dream weaver, what does that mean?
Well, using the AI to help a child maybe write stories or design fashions, perhaps even generate simple images based on their ideas right there while they're playing.
So the doll becomes like a creative partner.
Sort of, yeah. A collaborator. Or think about the Hot Wheels idea, an AI race strategist.
Okay. Like a commentator.
Yeah, maybe a hub that watches the races, gives dynamic commentary, maybe suggests track changes based on how the race is going.
Oh, okay.
And even helps invent backstories for the cars, turning collecting and racing into more of a narrative experience.
Even the Magic 8 Ball got a mention, right? Evolving it somehow?
Right. Instead of just yes-no, maybe using its knowledge base to give answers that are more nuanced, maybe poetic or thought-provoking. Less fortune-telling, more creative prompt.
Okay, so connecting all these dots, these examples, especially that AI core action figure, it feels like a big step, doesn't it? Towards making some of those concepts you've imagined a truly interactive AI companion in a physical toy feel, more real, maybe even mainstream.
I think so. According to some of the industry watchers cited, this partnership signals that this vision for deep, personal, AI-enhanced play isn't just theoretical anymore.
Right.
It's where a multi-billion-dollar industry is now actively heading.
Yeah.
It puts a real stake in the ground.
Shows the market believes there's something there in that kind of integrated AI experience.
Which naturally raises a pretty important question for you and frankly everyone. to think about as these kinds of products start to appear.
Okay.
Now that AI is genuinely entering our toy boxes, maybe in these really fundamental ways,
Yeah.
how is that going to change how we actually play? How we create, how we connect with these characters and worlds we've loved for so long? How does it reshape that experience?